The organisers of Empire, England's largest LARP event, just made history by purchasing a permanent site in the English Midlands. Crowdfunded by over 1,000 fans, who together raised more than £1 million. That many people organising like this to purchase land is remarkable in itself. And that's before we even start talking about what will happen there. LARPing means live action roleplay. This event brings together over 4,000 people who dress up as knights, wizards, orcs, you name it. I personally go as an architect. How very imaginative of me. Now, with a permanent site, the vision is to build something between a village, a movie set, and a theme park, all designed by and for this community. Not only for events, but possibly even future fantasy film sets. This is a dream project for me. My first ever architectural design as a child was a Rivendell themed hotel, and lately, as those who have followed my channel knows, I'm going back to that childhood interest by exploring critically the inspirations for fantasy design. In my final years of architecture school, I was also introduced to anarchist ideas and carnival and other radical forms of coming together. And I was asked by a member of the team to draw a vision of what the community might do with the site, as I had previously interviewed many attendees during the past two events about what kind of architecture they think suits their nation. Let me tell you about one such interview, because I think it conveys the magic that one finds at Empire. At the last event, my companion and I arrived late at night and we headed straight to the Orc bar, as I had yet to interview them. I ordered an ale from Kyglor the bartender. As he told me about his dreams of building a proper bar, he overheard my companion boasting about being the best portrait painter in all of Anvil. A wicked smile came over Kyglor, and he turned to my friend. "Hey, you, human brat. If you can paint Quint over here, I'll give you a free ale." My friend agreed and had a spare canvas for me, so we both decided to paint him. Suffice to say that the orcs were impressed enough that they decided to kidnap us. They kept us well fed and boozed up as they took us on a pub crawl of the Empire. The first stop was the Orcs wrestling arena, where a show of over a dozen orcs were involved. Kyglor said that maybe the orcs should have an updated fighting pit. He told me that orcs like to repurpose things, and he wondered whether there might be any existing buildings for the orcs to take over. The strong orc ale quickly got to my head, and I remembered little of the rest of the bar crawl. All of the interviews I've had been more ordered, and it's been a really fun way of engaging with the community, and a lot of cool ideas have been discussed, such as a big hearth fire, an astronomy tower, a herbal garden, a windmill, or a fountain. I made a video a while ago documenting that process. In this video, I want to share a few broader thoughts on the design, drawing mainly from the costumes, which currently is the primary way creativity is expressed at the festival. First, I believe that the structures should be built by the community. The costumes have this DIY quality, and I've met several builders and electricians who said they would love to help construct the new anvil. This wouldn't just save money, but it would also strengthen the community bonds, so the designs should be kept simple and easy to build. The costumes are often an eclectic mix of second-hand items. I think the architecture should incorporate as many reused materials as possible. It's sustainable and also would create that unique eclectic character that we see in the inhabitants of Anvil. Third, like the costumes use foam and plastics, the buildings should also blend traditional styles with contemporary materials. Instead of a dogmatic medieval revival, Anvil's architecture should feature imaginative materials unique to the world of Empire, like dragon bone or green iron. Similar to how the Victorians created fake marble by mixing pigments with concrete and colored aggregate. For the designs, I would like to see as much variety as possible between the nations. Currently, the camps are all simple white tents, but I envision each one feeling distinct, both visually and in how they influence behavior. For example, orcs might sleep communally, while the Urizen spend their time stargazing. These spaces would go beyond functionality, with magical elements inspired by the lore, such like magical numbers of columns or openings that let spirits in. I think vegetation could play a big role here too. Each nation should have a unique set of plants suited to its character. Collaborating with skilled gardeners would help us understand what can grow where, and we can design a landscape true to each nation's lore. Maybe even some parts can be edible, like a herbal garden, which could add an extra layer of immersion. Finally, I believe this project will interest people beyond the LARP community and outside of England. There is a growing excitement around new approaches to architecture. So if we document the design and construction well, we could reach an audience who may want to support the project. And on that note, I hope you liked the video, whether you're part of the Empire community or not. I think it's such an interesting project. Time will tell how much I will be able to get involved, but at the very least I would like to follow the process and hopefully get to contribute some designs. If you're interested in that, please like and subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments what you would like to see designed next. And I'll see you next time.